Today on Go Island, we are taking a step back in time to experience the magic of radio from the 1940s. It's Radio After Dark today on Go. Coming up today on Go, lurking around with the electric umbrella in Nanaimo, Campbell River's first youth orchestra, and another island city offers horse carriage rides. That and more today on Go. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Today we're pretty excited. We're hanging out in Fibber McGee's because this is one of 3 locations where you can experience Radio After Dark. Now your first question might be, what the heck is Radio After Dark? And that's why Bill Miner's here. He performs in the shows along with some other finely talented cast and crew. Pretty small crew. 75% of them are here right now. What is Radio After Dark?
Well, Radio After Dark is something that Tony Grananti and I created in 2004, and what we do is we reprise the classic, iconic radio shows from the 30s, 40s, and 50s, and we perform them live, including special effects and 40s costumes, and of course the occasional blooper. And we do as many of the sound effects live in front of the audience as we can. And we find that we've developed quite a following over the last, this is our 9th Halloween show that we're going to be doing. And we do Christmas shows as well, and some original scripts. And we have just a wonderful cast of talented people. We probably play, one of the things that makes it a lot of fun is the audience gets to see these actors playing 2 or 3 characters at once, changing voices, changing accents. And the thing with live theater is you never know if those special effects are going to work quite as well as you think. You pick up a phone and a wolf howls and you have to just make do. So that's one of the things. And we're going to get a sneak peek later on this edition of Go Island. We'll have a little look into the spooky Halloween story that will be performed, as well as some comic relief, or so I'm told. In the meantime, we're throwing things over to Annette Lucas. She's spending some time with local artist Russ Moreland. It looks like Annette might have a backup career if she ever decides to switch from journalism to being an artist, but of course we'd never want to see her leave Shaw TV and Channel 4. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Without further ado, we're going to throw things over now to a scene from Radio After Dark, our Miss Brooks.
Well, here we are, Mr. Conklin. I guess Mrs. Davis is left for the movies. The lights are all out.
Well, it does seem quite deserted in here.
Well, I'll turn on the hall light so that you can see to hang your things up in the closet. I'll turn some lights on in the living room while you put up your coat and hat away.
Thank you, Miss Brooks. What?
What is it, Mr. Conklin? What's the trouble?
Your closet in the hall. What do you keep in there?
Just my coat, Mr. Conklin.
I see. Tell me, Miss Brooks, is it long black coat with luminous bones?
Luminous bones? Oh, no! Please, wait right here, Mr. Conklin. I'll investigate.
It's me, Miss Brooks. You should have seen Mr. Conklin's face.
Get behind those other coats immediately, Mr. Boynton.
But Miss Brooks...
I can't explain now, but don't you dare come out of the closet until I signal.
Well, Miss Brooks, what did you see?
See? I didn't see anything, Mr. Conklin. It must have been your imagination.
My imagination? Then the doctor was right.
What's that, Mr. Conklin?
I'd rather not talk about it, Miss Brooks. If I could just go lie down somewhere.
Of course, Mr. Conklin. Just stretch out on this couch. I'll go get another cushion for you.
All right. Ah, that's better. I must be quite a sick man. If I weren't sick, I wouldn't be moaning like this. On the other hand, it's better than what am I saying? I'm not the one who's moaning.
I've returned. I've come back.
Who's that? Where are you?
Look behind you. Behind the coach.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, Mr. Conklin, are you all right? What's happened?
Miss Brooks, how long have I been asleep?
Well, of course, Osgood has not been asleep. That is a short excerpt from Our Miss Brooks, part of Radio After Dark. You can catch it here at Fibber McGee's on October the 28th. You can catch it at the Black Goose on October the 29th. That's in Parksville. And then it's over on Gabriola on October the 30th. We're going to throw things over now to Marjorie Greaves and Campbell River. The very first ever youth orchestra there is preparing already for their Christmas show. Still ahead today on Go, carriage rides in Sydney. They're coming, and cooking with the Island Chef. That and more still ahead today on Go. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4, and today we're spending some time with the cast from Radio After Dark. Fibber McGee's is one of their venues for their Halloween run that goes October the 28th through the 30th. We'll have more excerpts from a radio play later on this edition of Go Island. The sound of horses are commonplace, clip, clop on the streets of Victoria, but pretty soon there is another South Island municipality that will be featuring horse-drawn carriages. Here's Jen Moranitz. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4, and today we're hanging out at Fibber McGee's because this is one of 3 venues for a Halloween edition of Radio After Dark that'll run October 28th through the 30th.
I opened the door. Blackness, inky blackness, such as one imagines one would only see at the end of the world. I turned on the flashlight I took from the car. The coffin was lying in the center of the room on an altar. I felt my heart beating wildly, like the throbbing drum inside of me. With a trembling hand, I opened the coffin. I looked down on the ghastly white satin lining. That was all that was in the coffin. Nothing else. It was empty. I looked up. There was a face staring at me in the shadows of the tomb. It was Richard!
That's you.
Diana, I knew you'd come here.
Well, friends, that just goes to show you that an empty coffin makes the most noise. You know, this is the kind of nice domestic story I like. The intimate family chronicles of a vampire. Well, three.
Hey.
Hello?
That's not supposed to be on there.
Tina, where are you? We're on Shaw TV.
Hi.
You're with the Kerplunks in Prince George. 1,800 children you've seen so far this week. That's incredible. Well, okay, well, maybe Kate can fill in for you. Yeah, no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Why not, eh?
Have a great time. Say hi to all the kids in Prince George.
Hi, Tina. Tina Jones from the Kerplunks.
Tina Jones can't make it. Can you do her part?
Sure, I'll try to give this
Right here.
okay.
We'll throw it to you.
Okay.
Why, of course, Mary. It looks like our loved birds will even share the same coffin.
Well, I'm afraid you're drawing a strange picture of family life, Mr. Host. Now, I always picture the family gathered around the dinner table. Everybody's laughing and happy. The bright lights push back the shadows of evening outside and shine on the teacups where Lipton tea is waiting to add to the family's mealtime pleasure. Lipton's brisk flavor will make that great meal taste even better. And that's how ads were done in the days of live radio. Radio After Dark running here at Fibber McGee's on October the 28th, the Black Goose in Parksville on the 29th, and over on Gabriola on the 30th. It's time now for some recipes from our island chef. That brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island. We've had a fantastic time hanging out with the folks from Radio After Dark. The show runs at Fibber McGee's on October the 28th, at the Black Goose in Parksville on October the 29th, and over at the Gabriola Golf Club, ooh la la, on October the 30th. You can get more information through their, well, probably their Facebook page is the best place to go. If you're looking for another event for the entire family, I'm highly recommending the Haunted House at Nanaimo Center Stage. It actually runs on Halloween Day. That's Wednesday coming up already from 3 until 7, and there's multiple layers or floors and hallways, and they're going all out. Good for the entire family, entry by donation, and it is a fundraiser for Nanaimo Center for the Arts. That brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you at the Haunted House. We'll see you at Radio After Dark. I love Halloween season.